Hi, everyone.
Hi, we're the Knights, and we've never actually introduced ourselves formally. I'm Prentice.
I'm Tiffany.
We have two daughters. You gonna say their names?
Oh, Lydia and Dot.
And we have built an off-grid pole barn house, and we would like to tell y'all a little bit about how we got to where we are. And we're not gonna tell you the whole thing because you don't have enough time in your day. But we're going to give you a quick little version of how we kind of jumped from 2009, which is when we got married, to where we are now with a almost finished pole barn house that's off-grid. So I guess 2009 we got married.
We started looking for a house. We
Talked
needed
to the
something
bank.
with some space. Not for us, but for all of his equipment and tools. We don't take that much space up.
And so we wanted to do something cheap. We talked to the bank. They were saying like $175,000, anywhere like that, we're fine. And I walked out of the bank and I'm like, that guy's crazy. Like, this was pretty early in my construction business. And where you worked, I just felt like it seemed like a really,
Yeah.
I'm like, no wonder people get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they set you up for failure. So, me being me, the tightwad I am, we found a house for $32,000, which I thought was a little more in my price range.
And it was a classy joint.
It was. It was a classy joint.
There were like animals living in it.
I think, even though there still were. There was flying squirrels.
We had to gut it. It was
a job.
It was kind of fun though.
It was a log cabin, so even though I've done construction all my life, I've never worked on a log cabin because we live in Kentucky and people don't build them here for multiple reasons. It's too humid, it rains too much, but whatever. So I had to fix some rot. I had to rebuild the walls because whoever put it together didn't know what they were doing and they were all crooked. Gutted out, re-insulated, re-drywalled, moved some interior walls, put a new roof, built a shop, landscaped, kind of redid the whole... Everything.
We redid everything.
So we lived there for that was like a 5-year process. We literally finished it when we put it on the market.
But that was like, we didn't have any kids then, so we could both work on it. We were both working, had extra money.
Yeah. So that was kind of like our goal, was to get it fixed and to get it paid for. We didn't get it quite paid for. And then the opportunity came up to buy the property we are on now. And that would have been in like 2014.
Yeah.
So it came up for sale. It was available for $120. So we put our house on the market for $120. It sold the next morning. We put it on like on a Sunday night. Somebody called at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they bought it. So it took a while for everything, to go through. But once it did, we got into the new house. Did a little bit of work on it before we got in. Not much. It was in much better shape. Still needed a bunch of work, but it was more like out of date, out of style.
Yeah, we put in some new floors in and painted and did some work in the kitchen and bathrooms.
Yeah, but nothing like, it was nowhere near a gut. We ended up doing, and we were there for several years, and we did like new heat and air, same thing. I built a big shop, a 32 by 50, because I need places to keep stuff. And then in 2017, we decided we wanted to build back on the same property, but back in the woods when we wanted to try the off-grid. So then we started that. Like Thanksgiving Day, I think we actually took down the big trees. The neighbor came over with his Stratco, and we cleared out the big trees, and then started from there.
We got a home equity line on that house so that we could use that money to start building.
Right,
here.
so that gave us the money to build with, and then we took about a year to get it from there to move-in ready. And it wasn't done, just to be clear, this was move-in ready. It's not the same as what most people think of as move-in ready. So then we got the other house sold, and then we moved all our stuff in, which made everything harder to do. But we continued to work on the house through, well, I think we worked on it pretty regularly that fall.
Yeah.
And kind of got it up to speed, got the other bathrooms going. It wasn't maybe we didn't get everything done, but we made some pretty big progress. And then we kind of went back to living life. And then I started on our furniture business. As we rolled into 19, I started that, and then we started picking it up at the end of 19, and then obviously COVID, the first of 20, so all that went to nothing. And so then I just went back to doing construction work, and I've actually worked on our place some. Built another porch and
The workshop.
would have been through the winter.
Still have plenty of projects to do
Yeah,
around
there's
here,
plenty of stuff to do. But
comfortable enough that they're not like urgent.
Right.
you know, we need some trim, we need a few things, but
Yeah, I can
we need some doors.
It's no big
But
deal.
who needs doors? So
Everything's like closets, doors. What do you need those for? I mean, it's harder to get to stuff if you have to open the door. Makes
there
no
you go.
sense.
Very practical thinking.
So that's kind of like caught us up. Why we did it? We wanted a house that was no maintenance.
And
So
cheap.
Cheap.
We were going for inexpensive
cheap,
and low maintenance.
low maintenance.
And
high
comfortable.
efficient.
Like we want something that's just like we want the dog to be able to run through the house and the kids to ride their scooters inside. So
It's built for our lives. We don't live our lives around it. I guess that would be a good way to put it. We built it to live in.
yes.
And we live in it. And so then we have the shop. It's heated as well. So the house part's 1,500 square feet. But we have another 1,400 square foot living room if we need it. You just move out the vehicles and you've got this whole other room.
Yep, we use it all the time.
So
So we're really happy with it. That's kind of our backstory. And
we're crazy, which you already knew that. If you followed us this long, you already know we're crazy. And we'll do stuff that nobody else does because we figure that's probably what works better. Sometimes it does. Sometimes not so much. I don't know. What do y'all want to know about this process? Like, I'm sure we've missed a lot of things. So if you think of something, comment below.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do another video with more.
like
We're
more
gonna
of a question and answer video.
yes.
That would be good.
And we're gonna try to do more videos more regularly and allow y'all to kind of see what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it.
Yeah, and we're really happy with our pole barn house, and I feel like it has given us like a freedom. And I think a lot of people are looking for that right now, and people ask us all the time about it and about how we did it, and we are happy to give people ideas and suggestions and any help we can.
Yeah, and I think like price-wise on the whole thing, because like we've done a budget video, but since then we've done more stuff. I think we've upgraded our solar system. We probably put about another $5,000 into that. So I think the solar system's around 10. We've added porches.
Yeah, and the
So it
workshop.
has concrete, the porch is the workshop. I'm gonna say, without adding it up on paper, that we're still under 75,000 in the whole thing, and that's from the road in. Now, keep in mind, there's little to no labor in that. There's a couple things, like I paid a buddy of mine to help me finish the concrete.
You pretty much did everything else.
I think labor-wise, that was it.
Oh, insulation.
Yeah, insulation, because you can have insulation company come in and do it for the same price I can buy the insulation. So that was a wash.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll have to do a better have to do a better breakdown. But just to give you an idea of why we did what we did, and our bills. If we leave, they're zero. Like if we're not here, we're not using anything.
Yeah, we don't have utility bills.
So we can be gone as long as we want, and as long as we pay our property taxes, we're good. Whereas before, when we would leave, we were wherever we were, had bills there, and then we still had to pay our power bill and our water bill and all that stuff. Well, I guess we have a garbage bill, so do that. And we still have like car insurance and stuff like that. So there is still bills, but you're not paying them double.
Yeah.
If you go there, you're just paying them once. So we like going out west in the summer. We really like the Montana and Idaho area. We go to Washington a lot. So maybe the winter, it's more like Arizona or Florida. But usually the summer. That's like when it gets hot and humid here, that's kind of when we like to venture
Fun
off to cooler, drier air. So I don't know. Thanks for watching. We really didn't start this channel to try to, it was really just for our family to kind of follow the process as we did it, and then people started following along, and we kind of got involved with some other people that are doing pole barns, and it's actually been a really neat group of people to kind of get to know. We've met some of them in person. We've met a couple people that built pole barns in Montana, so that's been really fun. And so yeah, so hopefully this was entertaining, even though it's not really entertaining. It's not really informative, so I don't really say hope you learned something, but you learned a little bit about us, and that was kind of the point, was to say thank you and let y'all see a little bit of why we did what we did. Thanks for watching.